Hello everyone, and welcome to the second reading of this Thursday evening. And I am doing a general energy reading on William and Harry, their relationship. I am using the After Tarot for this reading. And for those of you who are learning tarot, it's quite a nice deck to get when you have become comfortable with the Rider-Waite, the ordinary Rider-Waite, and then move on to the After Tarot. Just give the same Rider-Waite card a slightly different energy, just a consequences energy, a what happened next energy. So it's quite useful. You start to see how cards can be interpreted in just slightly different ways. Their energy expands a little bit, shall we say. So After Tarot, it's the deck that I like to use when I am looking at people who are in need of reconciliation. They have some difficulty between them, and perhaps it's time to sort the difficulty out, or perhaps the difficulty will not be resolved. It's that kind of deck. That's what I like to use it for. I'm going to do just a general energy reading, so no specific questions. I don't often do this kind of reading, but I just felt the need today. A lot of people are saying that the relationship from William's point of view is worsening. It's not getting better, it's getting worse. It is getting to over kind of energy of it's done, it's finished. I will explain the cards and their positions and what they mean. So as I say, time energy rather than a specific question energy. And we start with William on the far left, which is the past energy, and then we're going to move to William's current energy, Harry's current energy, what lies between them, and then this is future William and Harry. So I need to just get them a little bit better on screen for you. I have to get a crooked neck, a stiff neck, trying to look and see. That's slightly better. Not brilliant, sorry. But anyway, let's stop faffing around and do the reading. So, underlying energy of this reading is a card that I've seen in the pre-shuffle, the Eight of Wands in reverse. Blocked energy, not speaking to each other. Upright, communicating, fast energy, back and forth, chat, probably the way they were a long time ago. Daily text messages, WhatsApps, calls, constant toing and froing. It's a very happy energy, the Eight of Wands, when it's going. Now it's blocked. It's stopped. The no speaks card there. No speaks. So that's, I don't really have any way to put it. Let's put it over there. Eight of Wands in reverse. Silence. Stick it up there out the way. Silence. So not surprising. Let's see, William in the past. We're talking recent past. We're not talking 1,000 years ago. We're talking past few years. How's William been feeling about it? He's lost his friend. Three of Cups in reverse. His happiness he's lost. And you can see that. You can see that in his eyes. You can see it in his body language. You can see it in the way he has aged. He's lost somebody he enjoyed hanging out with. Somebody that he had a lot of fun with. The Three of Cups is the party card. It's hanging out with your friends. He was a friend. Harry was his friend, not just his brother. And that all ended. It all ended, of course, when you know who arrived on the scene. But this is a tarot reading. Let's just throw the disclaimer in there. It's in the box below. All my opinion, all just tarot reading for entertainment purposes. A breakup with a friend. A loss of happiness. That's how William has been feeling up until now. How's Harry been feeling up until now? Wow. 10 of Wands. You know, you always look at Harry and think he doesn't notice. He's so oblivious to what's going on. But the 10 of Wands is a very, very negative card, very heavy card of, I just can't deal with this anymore. I can't carry this burden anymore. I am so alone. For me, it's a very lonely card, the 10 of Wands. It's always somebody struggling on their own, carrying these very, very heavy burdens that they want to put down. And in this After Tarot, we've wound forward and the guy has actually dropped the burdens in this card. In the normal Rider-Waite, he's still struggling along with them. now he's given up, he's dropped them, and he's sat down and he's exhausted and he's done. It's been very, very difficult for Harry, this breakup, this blocked energy, this no speaks, this loss of his brother has been very, very difficult. It's been a tremendous burden for him. Of course, we're not talking about blame here. We are just talking about energy and how each person is feeling in this situation. So I'm not going into whose fault this all is. I have my view on that, and I'm not needing to ask the cards that. I'm sure you all have your own views on that as well. Going to get the giggles now. How is William feeling right now? And these cards will colour each other, 2 cards, to give us a more complex view of how he's feeling. We get the 7 of Wands with... yeah, fighting the devil. He's having to defend himself against the devil. Defend himself against the devil. It really is actually heartbreaking when you see energy like that. It's exhausting. He feels like he's under constant attack. He's constantly having to push back, fight back, defend himself, resist these attacks, these lies, these outrageous attacks that are coming from the devil. Major Arcana, the devil is just the worst possible energy that you can get, because it is so dishonest, it's so self-interested, it's so ugly, it's so destructive, it's so toxic. He's dealing with someone who is allegedly an addict. Harry himself has come out and said it, so I don't even need to say allegedly. Somebody who is an addict. Various substances by all accounts. So he's dealing with somebody who's not in his right mind. He's dealing with somebody who is intoxicated with his own power, somebody who is in some form of liaison with somebody that has really taken his mind because of her lust and her energy and her sexual powers, her hold over Harry that she seems to have. It's all there in the card. I'm simply reading the card and expressing my own opinion with this devil card, but it says it all. William is just feeling that no matter what he does, something else, he smacks one down and the next one springs up and he's got to smack it down, whack-a-mole. So how is Harry feeling right now? This is current energy, what's going on. Harry's cards, we get Judgment. Oh, it's just interesting. It's about decisions, about awakening, it's wanting a second chance, and the Sun. Wow, Harry feels like he's got it all. He feels like he's the one with all the power, all the glory. Judgment normally is actually having an awakening, realizing the truth about something, having a second chance at something. But because it's with the Sun there, he feels like it's his moment to shine. This is his big opportunity to shine. Before, and he has said this, he is eclipsed by the Cambridge children. So he feels that he has got only a certain amount of time on the clock, and he's going to use it to the maximum, use it for maximum publicity, maximum notice, maximum attention. He feels somehow that he is almost a sort of an avenging angel, blowing that trumpet and saying, look at you, I'm judging you. He feels very powerful. And I have to hasten to add the feeling that I got from the previous reading that I did today, which is the book, Harry's book, whether he's going to regret it or not, what the outcome is going to be for him. And the outcome looked really negative from everyone else's perspective, very important points of view. But Harry himself seemed to be going to be blissfully unaware of the harm that book has done him. And this is a similar energy. Even though in the past there was a burden that he dropped, and perhaps the burden was just dropping the royal family. He couldn't carry on in the royal family, and so, okay, goodbye, I'm out of here, exit, off I go. Very simple explanation for the Ten of Wands. He feels now that he is the one that is bringing judgment to the royal family and to his brother. That he feels somehow that he is in the right with the Sun card. That he is entitled to seek the limelight and to really go after his brother in quite a vengeful way. Very curious energy coming off this card in particular. This card, the Sun, even though it's upright, it's coloured by that Judgment card. It's giving me the idea of ego and showing off and enjoying it. enjoying the harm and the damage that he's inflicting on his brother. And his brother is feeling every blow, quite literally feeling every blow. Let's see the energy between them. There's a Harry card. And there is the Seven of Cups. So we've got the Knight of Pentacles and the Seven of Cups in reverse. The scales have fallen, I would say, from William's eyes about the Knight of Pentacles. That he realizes that Harry isn't solid and reliable. And the long journey that the two of them have had together has come to an end with that Seven of Cups in reverse. They're no longer under any illusions about each other. It's not just William looking at Harry and thinking, well, you know, you turned out to be a real so-and-so. They're both looking at each other and saying, wow, that we thought we were on this journey together for life, because the Knight of Pentacles is very slow-moving energy, but it's slow, steady energy. That is a long-term commitment, a long-term relationship, but it's over with the Seven of Cups in reverse. No more illusions, no more possibilities. Not looking at it and thinking, well, we can do this, we can do that, we've done heads together, now what else can we do together? It's over. It's literally over. All those illusions are shattered and it's broken. It's broken right now. So, how is this going to go in the future? And not forever, ever. I'm really wanting to do quite a tight reading here. This is the build up to now, not way back in the past. This is the after now energy, the now being the Jubilee season that is upon us at the moment. So after all that has happened, how's it going to be? William card, Harry card. William card is that hand of love is going to be withdrawn. That heart with the white dove, the emotion is going to be withdrawn. It's not going to restart that relationship. The card is in the reverse. He's going to be very upset. He's going to be very emotional. He's going to be privately very, very hurt, very disappointed, broken-hearted. Ace of Cups in reverse is that energy, but it is also taking away your love from a situation and saying, I'm not. You can see how when you look at that card upside down, the hand is actually pushing that heart away and pushing that dove away and saying, I'm done with you. I'm not going to forgive you. I'm not letting you back into my heart. You broke it. You're not welcome back. Harry has got the Star. And the Star is, of course, the card of hope, healing, on your path. We've got two stars, basically, because we've got the Sun and the Star with Prince Harry. Prince Harry is going to think that he is the star of the show after all of this. Again, the sense of delusion is massive. I'm not reading these cards as this is the truth of the situation objectively, how other people are going to view it. I'm viewing it from Prince Harry's point of view, and I need to make that very clear for this reading and for the previous reading I did today, the book reading. This is how Harry perceives things. He's going to think that he is the star. He is the one who has triumphed. His star is in the ascendant. But it is also a secondary energy wanting to heal a situation, because the star is all about healing and being vulnerable and being open to things. But William is, no. That's a water sign man who is done. The Ace of Cups in reverse. I'm done. I'm not letting you back in. Not into my heart. You might be in the UK at some point and I might have to deal with you at some level. But no more. No more closeness. You are not my confidant anymore. I will not trust you. I will not share anything with you. I will not have any feelings towards you anymore. That's done. Harry made me hopeful that their relationship can be healed in time, but deluded about that, I'd say. He's so caught up in his own ego at the moment with the Judgment card and the Sun, and a sense of righteousness and this vendetta that he is on, and including against his brother. Doesn't bode well for their relationship. They're very blocked relationship. Going to stay blocked going forward, blocked, possibly permanently blocked. That is the reading. Thank you for watching it. I'm going to totter away now And hopefully we'll see you tomorrow.